Most people think they struggle with habits because they're lazy, or undisciplined, or just not trying hard enough. But that's not always the truth. Let me show you what this really looks like. Not in theory, but in practice. There's someone I once knew named Maya. Not a celebrity, not some superhuman, just someone like you. She was thoughtful, self-aware, always striving to improve. Not perfect, but deeply willing. A few months ago, Maya made a decision. She was done living on autopilot. She started waking up earlier, going to the gym, journaling at night. She deleted her distractions, built a system. She was ready to become the version of herself she kept imagining. And for a while, she did. Her mind was clearer. Her energy was better. Things were moving. But then, life did what it always does. Stress piled up. Work got chaotic. She skipped a workout, stayed up too late, then 2 days, then 5. And without even noticing, she was back in the loop. Binge scrolling, procrastinating, ordering takeout, telling herself she'd restart Monday, again. And here's the worst part. She didn't just feel off. She felt like a failure. She blamed herself, told herself she must not want it badly enough, that maybe she just didn't have the willpower. But that wasn't the truth. Maya didn't fall back because she was weak. She fell back because her nervous system was overwhelmed. She didn't feel safe being new, so her body pulled her back to what it knew. Not because it was better, but because it was familiar. Here's what most people don't understand. Your habits are not just a reflection of your goals. They're a reflection of your emotional safety. Your nervous system is constantly scanning for threat, and anything new, even growth, can feel dangerous if it isn't familiar. That's why we fall back into the old patterns, not because we're broken, but because our body is trying to protect us. Think about that. Your subconscious would rather give you the comfort of self-sabotage than the discomfort of change. So the question isn't just, how do I stop the bad habit? It's, how do I make change feel safe? Because willpower might work for a few weeks, but nervous system safety is what makes it last. Here's the shift. Real change doesn't start with punishment. It starts with understanding. You don't fix your life by fighting yourself. You change your life by building trust with yourself. The habits that last are the ones that come from alignment, not pressure. You don't need to push harder. You need to listen deeper. Notice the moment before you fall back. What emotion comes up? What belief gets triggered? What part of you still feels unsafe in the present? Because if you want to stop repeating the pattern, you have to start responding to the part of you that keeps repeating it, not with force, but with patience. And this is where most people miss it. They focus on the behavior, not the why underneath. They try to install new habits on top of an old identity, and when that cracks, they blame themselves. But behavior follows belief, and belief is shaped by experience. So if your past has taught you that change isn't safe, you have to create new experiences that gently prove otherwise. Celebrate the small wins, create safety through repetition, and above all, meet yourself with compassion, not critique, because if you meet your discomfort with curiosity, it becomes less threatening. And when that happens, your nervous system starts to relax. And only from that place can new patterns truly begin to form. Here's the takeaway. Real change happens when your body believes the new path is safe. Here's the takeaway. The reason you fall back into old habits isn't because you're weak. It's because your body hasn't yet learned that the new version of you is safe. You don't need more pressure. You need a new kind of permission. Served? Field. If this message hit something real for you, subscribe to the channel for more. And remember, the real work isn't forcing change. It's rewiring what safety feels like.